Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Charmaine if you're new here. Today I'm going to be doing a medium to full coverage everyday look featuring the NYX Pro Fix Sticks. These are new on the market. They're drugstore, they're affordable, and they're easy to use. I think these are great new staples to your kit if you are new or even if you are a pro at makeup. These are really good. Today I did a typical look that I would do in high school. It was a very light minimal coverage, a wing, and some mascara. I think this look is perfect for church, work, or just a day that you want to feel a little bit more put together but maybe not look full glam. This is the look for you. So get your pen and paper ready or your brush and your makeup set if you guys are following along, and I'll see you guys in 2 seconds with no makeup on. Bye. Today we're gonna be playing in some more makeup. I'm super excited. I'm coming to you guys in a gym outfit, hormonal acne breakout, my hair's in a ponytail. It's getting very real here, y'all. Me and you are really becoming friends because I am just showing y'all me in all forms. So today we're gonna be doing an every single day beat. A lot of my new subscribers and a lot of my clients are people who don't necessarily know how to do makeup. So I wanted to film something that wasn't necessarily a date night glam or my, you know, typical when I do my makeup. As you guys know, I don't do makeup every day, but when I do, it's usually like a full glam. But especially now with all this randomness happening to my face, I sort of want to go less. I've been using a lot of my skincare products. If you don't know, I have a skincare line called TME Skincare. I'm in the midst of rebranding, but this is like the perfect time to showcase my products. I do have a turmeric soap bar that has papaya powder and kojic acid, which really helps with lightening dark marks. So I'm gonna just be going ham with that for the next couple weeks and showing you guys the difference. This is hormonal, so I'm going to be focusing a lot on my gut. Part of it was my period, and I eat really healthy, so that was really odd. But with stress, lack of sleep, even with healthy eating, things can just be messed up in here. So I'm going to be trying to do multiple things, sleeping well, having a lot more probiotics and prebiotics, and just really focusing on my gut health to help, plus my skincare products. And I'm gonna come back to you guys with glass skin. So I picked up some products from Ulta the other day. These new NYX Pro Fix Sticks. I heard great reviews on these. A girl on TikTok actually wore them for I think 10 or 12 hours. She was at an event. It just seemed to go on like butter. I feel like these are gonna be perfect for an everyday wear. If you scroll on my channel, I do have a 15-minute makeup tutorial. This is gonna be pretty similar to that. I'm just going to be using some new products. My face is already washed and in my skincare already, so I'm just going to get into primers and getting my skin prepped. I'm going to do 2 primers today. I'm starting with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Any type of moisturizer will work. I know a lot of makeup artists use Pond's as a moisturizing primer. You can literally just use your moisturizer. You just want to make sure that your skin is nice and plump and prepped. You never want to just start applying on dry or oily skin. And I know that my acne is hormonal because I'm getting a lot of these breakouts on my chin, and that is just where hormonal acne stems from. These are my stress pimples right here. This area is a lot of stress, but I do think it could just be my gut. Whatever's coming out on the outside is an indication of what's happening on the inside. And I've just been stressed, y'all. You guys know that my favorite primer is my e.l.f. Power Grip. I'm gonna be using the Benefit Professional today. This is a mattifying and pore filling primer. Because I have felt so much more oily recently, I do just want my face to look a bit more matte. So I'm gonna be adding this to areas that I feel like my pores have been showing out, which is just my T-zone area. So we're just gonna add that there, and this is just gonna help keep that really matte look. One of the most popular makeup looks right now is like a concealer only look. I don't care for it, but my skin is really like clear. I can do it, but I don't have time today. So I'm gonna be using my Fenty Blur Stick. This is a skin tint in a stick. I'm gonna be using this just to spot treat and to lightly give me coverage. Another alternative to this that is a bit more affordable is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is a liquid, but I used to use this one as my foundation because it's a really light coverage, but it just gives just enough to make you feel like you have something on. And again, these products feel like you have nothing on your face. So if you want to have a base and not just do concealer, I recommend these 2 products. So we're gonna test out our NYX, these called Pro Fix Sticks. I have the shades Cinnamon, that's number 11, Golden, number 10, 13 Cappuccino, and 15 Cocoa. I think I tried to get 14, but they didn't have it. So this is gonna be a little bit deep. So I'm gonna take the shade, I believe Cinnamon. This one is closest to my natural shade, and I'm gonna be using this just to spot treat my little acne scars. So I'm gonna just go over this one. Yeah, that's a pretty good match. And again, I don't have necessarily bumps. It's just these scars that just look like I have bumps. And I don't like that for myself right now, but this is just the season that we are in, so. And these are very creamy. I'm just gonna use my finger with this to see the coverage. I'm not mad at that. Really don't want to look like you have a crazy amount of makeup on, but just enough to make you feel, you know, a little bit more ba boom. I like this. Definitely very natural. So creamy, you guys. I really like this. Okay, so up next, I am just gonna go for a little bit fuller coverage. Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a full coverage girly. So I'm just gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I'm doing. I'm gonna take a brush and just blend that around. This is just gonna make me feel a little bit better. I don't know why the lighting is just a little off today. Well, this is how my skin usually looks, how I would like for it to look. So I'm just gonna keep blending that out. Next up, I have the shade Golden. This is number 10. I bought this as my concealer / brightening shade. Get this right on my eyes. Y'all, these are so creamy and they look very full coverage. I like to just do the inner and then a pull like this. And I usually have that pull coming up. So inner part and then a pull like this. We'll go down the bridge of our nose, the top part of our lip, our chin, and our forehead. I just want to test this out. I'm going to use a brush instead of the powder puff that I've been using. I just want to see how it looks and how it blends out. I need a small little mirror. Okay, it's not hard to blend out at all. I think a beauty blender might be best in my opinion. The brush is doing well, but I can see this blending out really well with a beauty blender. And y'all know I'm not even a beauty blender type of girl. But I mean, this still looks pretty seamless, so I'm not mad at it. Let's get into this under eye. When you are using a brush, you always want to pat, don't swipe. So make sure while you're blending, you always have that in your mind. I take my brush. I never blend with the top of my brush like this. You always want to get flat. So instead of going like this to blend, I'm going to be flat on that and just be right here. I'm going to look all the way up. Yeah, this is, even though it goes on really full coverage, it feels very light and it's blending out very seamlessly. Yeah, this is definitely giving me everyday. This is an everyday look. Do the other side again, flat on the brush. So far, I'm giving this, I would say, a 7. I want to see how the contour and the bronzers blend everything out as well. Cappuccino number 13. I bought 13 because it was close enough to the first color, which was the one that I used to spot treat, and it gives me more of like a bronzer type of feel. So I'm going to use this right here. Can you see? Yes. This is just going to give me a really natural lift. Compared to shade Cocoa, also need to swatch all the shades for you guys. Let me swatch all the shades for you guys on my hand, especially if you are close to my color. So this is going to be Golden. This is going to be our lightest shade. This is the shade Cinnamon. Then we have Cappuccino put on. So just a little bit deeper, this Cappuccino shade. And then we have Cocoa. This is going to be my contour shade, my bronze, my actual shade, and then my brightening shade. Blend out Cappuccino. Whenever you find your contour line, you always want to just think up. Also going to be adding that shade Cappuccino to my eyes right here, just to give it a nice pull out. This is going to give me like a natural lift in my face right there. I sort of want to try the Cocoa out too, just while we're here. I'm going to add that right where my contour line is. Use the same brush, just keep that where I put it, just to give me a nice, you know, Angelina Jolie moment. For the nose contour, I always use a fluffy brush. This is an eyeshadow brush. Blend the lines, and again, y'all, these are so creamy and beautiful. I'm thoroughly surprised. Not really, because NYX really doesn't do any wrong in my eyes, but I'm using that same brush just on the other side to blend out the highlight. Far so good. Let me get another mirror. Yeah, you guys, this is looking very natural. 4 sticks, I have a full face so far. If you watch my Get Ready With Me, you know that my everyday blush is the e.l.f. Dusty Rose. So I recently have been putting this on the back of my hand to warm it up a bit. Versus just putting it directly on my face, it's just gonna give me a lot more of a natural blush from within type of look. So I'm taking a stippling brush and I'm just gonna fluff this like this and then just stipple that on my face. Same thing with that bronzer. Once you find where you want it, always think up. So I'm always thinking of lifting my face and giving myself a fake facelift. So you'll see and notice with my placements. So you can stop here and go to the setting step, but I can't help myself. I have really deep set eyes, so I do want to add a little bit more product. I'm just gonna add it right where I see that rivet. Just gonna add that right there. I'm also gonna take a smaller, more detailed eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna lightly just blend this in. Yeah, this is so natural, you guys, and I feel not a thing. I'm such a fan of looking amazing. People just saying, you look so good, and not asking me, what makeup are you wearing? Yes, this is my natural face. I do wake up exactly like this, and you believe it, so I believe it. We are gonna start setting. I'm gonna take a video on my phone as well. And then let's do the back camera. It's so natural, y'all. This is where Mr. Powder Puff comes in. I love a powder puff. You can use a brush, you can use a beauty blender. Really no right and wrong with how you set. I would just say be careful with the powder that you use. A lot of the drugstore products aren't usually the best when it comes to powders, but that's not saying that they don't work. It's just some of those higher end powders, y'all, it just gives that blend, that seamlessness. Like One Size, Laura Mercier, Huda, like they're reputable for a reason. Once I get it on my powder puff, I'm gonna take it on the back of my hand and just dip off a little bit. Never set automatically. Always go back in and lift up under your eye just to make sure you get all your creases. I'm gonna just stay looking up and we're just gonna push that product in. Need a little mirror, sorry. And this is gonna be really good for me to see just how well this concealer performs with a powder. I'm gonna set my upper lip, my chin, anywhere that I put that product, my forehead. So far, I do see a little breaking right here. It doesn't look as seamless like when I use my Too Faced concealer, but Too Faced is also a lot more that full coverage, thick concealer. Okay, y'all know we gotta set the rest of our face. I'm still in my summer shade, so we have Almond by Sephora. They got rid of this color and I really don't know what to do because this is the only color that fits my skin like to a T. Like that's my skin tone. And they left the color Mahogany, but Mahogany is far too neutral. This one has that perfect undertone of golden, but it's not like orangey or yellowy. Like this is just the perfect shade, you guys. And I don't think I'll ever forgive Sephora. I'm adding some powder bronzer on top of cream. The key to really long-lasting wear is layers. A lot of people that are trying to do their makeup, you guys are just scared. You think that the more you put on, the worse it will look. But as you can see, my face still looks very light, but I have a lot of layers on, and that helps my face last throughout the day. And take that now lighter color powder. This is the One Size in medium dark 1. This used to be my shade. And I'm just gonna add this right below that contour. This is gonna be me cutting. Again, we're going for a more natural look, so you won't see me baking as much and doing that cut underneath the contour the way that I usually do. So I'm gonna be using this to also just dust away all this powder. Once I dusted it away, I don't see as much breaking. So this is our face with all the loose powder off. We do have all of our setting powders on. So I'm gonna just do my first spray just to make sure that the powders are sinking into my skin. Okay, so this is post set. You guys can see that my skin is starting to look very skin-like. There's not as much of a powdery look, and my skin also looks a lot more dewy. I am pro setting your face twice. Set your face after you get rid of all your powders just to really make it sink in. Y'all, this is my skin. This is what I normally look like. This is me, and this is real. This is me. They said that's a form of ADHD if you say a word and then you result to a song, but it's a banger. I can't help it. I'm gonna go back in with my blush. Again, layers, you guys, layers. I still look very youthful and glowy. I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch in the shade Peach Pie. And I'm just gonna go over my under eye just to give me, again, y'all don't have to do this step if you already like how natural this looks. I cannot help it. There's something about a bright under eye that just gets me going. This is a flawless base and this is a flawless base. I'm doing my highlighter as well. You can already see I'm very glowy. The sprays, I don't look powdery, but just a nice pop of highlight will just get me going. Yeah. Do my little nose. I think in my last tutorial I was like, I don't want to, what did I say? I said something about like, I don't want to contour my nose too much. I take that back. I don't think I'll ever stop. It's bad, y'all, but I love a snatched nose. You don't have to make it like a very like Michael like type of nose. You could just use your powders. You didn't have to use a lot of creams, and just lightly on the sides. Just snatch a little bit. So now onto brows. For a really easy brow, I usually just do the bottom and I brush that out as much as possible. And you also just want to lightly get the top, and you'll notice I'm only on the ends of my brows. The front I like to keep very, very, very light and natural, and then I just blend out any product that is either on this brush already or any of the harsh lines, just to give me that look. When your brows are too dark like this, just always go over it with a nice powder, and this is gonna give it a lot more of a natural look. I love this trick. Anytime I have a client and I feel like I was a little heavy-handed, I always just add some powder on top, and you guys can see it just mutes it out a little bit and just gives you a much more natural brow. All right, I'm gonna quickly do my eyes and lips off camera, and I'll be right back with my final reviews. Okay, I did my eyes. I did a liner. Liner could be every day, because in high school there were girls who would come to school every day with liner, every day without fail. They'll have no makeup on their face, but they'd have some liner. So I wanted to show you guys a quick everyday lippy. This is my favorite lip liner, the Anastasia Kohl Brown. All you need is a brown liner and then a gloss. So I'm going to do this nude gloss right here. Usually for everyday looks, I'm not really doing the liquid lipstick and all the extras. It's usually just a gloss and a liner. I went to work right before. I have 3 girls today and I had a 3-hour break. So I go back at 3 o'clock. It's 1:33. So I was like, let me knock out a quick little video while I'm waiting. Just gonna wet her up again. Last thing that you want to do is just set your face one more time. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Super Hold Fixing Spray. Now that it's done, I'm going to do a quick video test and I'll add it. We're going to add some flash just to see how the flashback is looking. The real test is going completely dark. We're going to turn off my light and doing the flash test. So natural. All right, you guys, so this was my tutorial for a very easy everyday natural base featuring the NYX Pro Fix Sticks. I have to rate these an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna have to see how they wear all day just to give you guys a true review, but so far they're creamy, they're full coverage, and they blend out beautifully. Definitely try blending these out with a brush, a beauty blender. I haven't tried it out with the powder puff method just yet, but these will definitely be featured in a couple more of my tutorials. Feel free to share your favorite part of this tutorial and send me pictures if you guys do try this and any other one of my tutorials. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more from me, and I'll see you guys next week. We're on it, y'all. It's giving consistency. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, bye.